G'day everybody. The trees for Jess and Dad are done. So that'll be for Dad and Karen, Jess and Tyson. Yeah, little rose petals down there. I'll do a little bit more if I could. That webby stuff. But I don't have much materials and I still got a few other little things to make, so. And I thought this is enough. And they can put in their little story, and maybe even later on I might add a bit more to it. It's covering up some little bit of wire spots. That's why I put edit those spots too. And then I made one to represent Emma and one to represent me. So I've got to put on a couple more little flowers and some feathers, a couple of spots, I'll do at the end, and put on some epoxy, which I'm about to do in the next hour or so, on the tips here and on a few spots down here, a little bit of epoxy, and it's the same on Dad's one. That one there is to represent me, and that one Emma. There and let's go without the torch for a second. Oh, there we go. And a little stuff in there. It's one of those little wood nodes you get off gum trees. Well, there you go. That's the two trees done without the epoxy, which I'll hit over. Hopefully I don't break it too much. They're a little flimsy in that, but I'll give it a light brush and hit it with the epoxy. And then I've got to dunk these flowers too. I've got a little bit here leftovers, but the birds have knocked off. These not too bad. So this one I'm going to add to mix memorial, and maybe a few little down there. And I'm going to coat these too. I found this up the road. Someone lawn mowed it. It's all chewed up and grass all over it. So I tried it out. Some of them fell off. Got a little bit of like mould, but hey, it's got texture now. Little black spots. Put them back in. Give them all a coat. And that will be used on another piece because I've got to do my other tree yet. And a couple of flowers I'm going to dunk. I'll tie some little wire on the back of it like that. And then I'll hang them up here, off here. Let them dry. I'll drip all over the floor, put some paper down there. And here's Mix Memorial. So finished. I sprayed it with the clear spray that I had left on the outside, so it's still drying a little bit. So it's been super glued down, and then I sprayed it. So see how that goes, eh? See the marks there and stuff. Some of them were already on there, so don't knock the work that's on there. It wasn't that great of a paintwork already. And I'm sure that, as you can see, because I never painted that, and it's not any runs. So that is just a run that they machined it. So it's not meant to be perfect. and recycling. Same with here, that's an old machine run too. Like, oh, but that run there, that's my one. I did that run. Yeah, that one. But that one, I was like, when I first started looking at it. But anyway, it still looks good, and you hardly see the bubbles unless there's light shining right on. When it's in the shade, you don't see nothing. And I gave a spray in there too. And I got the 4 little holes at the top here, one on either side. So hopefully too much water won't really be able to get in there, so it should be pretty good. It can run out the bottom here anyway if it does get water in there. And a little rainbow behind there. I can spin him up anywhere I want. Straighten him up when I get there. There you go. It's the best love heart type of one I could find. To go near his belt, something at the front there. And it's got some greeny type of rusty look on that. It's a rock I found. Come up alright actually. It's like a rustic. I thought they'll go good with the graveyard rustic kind of green marks to it. Oh, there you go. What do you reckon? Did alright? And this is the candle holder, so that'll be placed in there like that. So you can rotate it around. Let's try enough to put in there. And you can put it in there like that. Sit on that leaf there. It'll sit like that. I didn't worry about making up little cups on the side because it would take too much room up, and I could just, make it so it could stick that way and that way because they sort of come in on an angle anyway because I've made the holes on an angle at the top, so they'll probably come in on an angle a little bit when we go to put flowers in the top. And they should sit on the side here with the candle in the middle. It should be fine with just a couple on the side here with the candle. Like I see no reason why it'd play up unless someone pushes things around and lit it up on fire deliberately, knocking things around. But I can see if you place in stems in there nice and neatly on the side, they should be fine and have a candle in there. I only light up a candle when we go to see them, and these last about 6 hours or something like that. And to put a candle in there, you can just pop these out, and that pops out. I can put one in, just pop it out, place it in. So it's easy to replace because when I come back, it'll be burnt out. So I just flicker all the bits of yuckies out when I get there, and then just place another one back into it. There you go. I'm still probably going to put the little monkey dude here. I'm thinking about putting a little monkey dude in the inside there, just behind the window. A couple slitting around the inside is where I was going to place them. I'm not going to put anything on the roof. But what do you reckon? Let me know in comments. I probably won't get a comment anyway in the next few days, but just say you did. If you had any other ideas. Anyway, people, have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.